So what is a Scotty Cameron really worth in 2026? We'll get into the used market breakdown. If you're about to buy a Scotty Cameron Newport or Newport 2 on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or a golf forum, stop. Because some of these are fair deals and some are wildly overpriced. Today I'm breaking down what a Scotty Cameron is actually worth right now. We're going to look at what's a fair used price, what drives value, what kills value, and what the most popular models are selling for right now. If you want to avoid overpaying, this video will save you money. Let's talk real numbers. Let's start with the reality of today's secondary market. For standard production Scotty Camerons, meaning not Circle T, not GSS Tour, here's the realistic used market in solid playable conditions. For most standard Scotty Cameron blade putters, especially the Newport and Newport 2 models, the used market lives between $220 to $350. Clean examples with head cover can push $350. The Special Select, Super Select, fair range $280 to $375. The newer they are, the closer they stay to retail. Remember that. The Phantom X series, fair range $250 to $350. Mallet demand is strong, but resale is flatter than blades. The Golo, California, Studio Select, some of the older lines, fair range $180 to $300. These are some of the best value plays in the entire Scotty market. Older Studio Select, Special Select, range from $250 to $350. Once you moved into limited releases, Circle T or GSS Tour models, you're entering $600 to going way up, sometimes well into the thousands and thousands, depending on rarity and condition. But 90% of buyers, you're shopping in that window sweet spot of $225 to $350 window, whether it's for a collector or gamer. So what's a fair use price? Here's how I categorize fair pricing. You've got your good gamer condition, $200 to $275, normal wear, no head cover, a great buy for a player, very good condition. $275 to $350. This has the original grip, original head cover is included, no major dings, excellent, near mint condition. Then you've got the $350 to $500 range. These are the excellent condition, minimal wear, desirable models, possibly discontinued lines, and anything above that for standard production. Anything priced significantly above any of these prices, you should double check. But you want to bear in mind limited release status, tour stamps, original packaging, or collector level rarity. If not any of these, it's probably overpriced. So what drives value? There are 5 major drivers in the Scotty market. Number 1, condition. Clean, top of the line, clean face, no deep dings, and condition is king. Number 2, originality. Original shaft, original grip, original finish, original head cover. Collectors pay for originality. Number 3, model demand and popularity. Newport 2 is the king. It's the most played blade shape on tour. Demand keeps value strong. Number 4, rarity. Limited runs, discontinued finishes, tour stamps, Circle T. Rarity creates premium pricing. I'll have an upcoming video where we'll get more into these. Number 5, the story. Was it a limited drop? Is it a tour issue? Owned by someone notable? The story kind of matters. So now we're going to look at what drives value. These are a few things that you should know and factors that boost the value. Like we got into before, the condition, minimal marks, clean face, original finish, original head cover, packaging, that adds about 10 to 20%. Rare finishes, limited runs, tour issue stamps, historical, players that use this, owned by a known player or used on tour, older premium stills, the GSS and Trillium, highly sought out by collectors. Popular shapes, the Newport 2, the Select series. There's more buyers, which is going to equal stronger demand. So this is a good example. Limited variants like the Tour Rat 2 in great condition. You'll see listings as much as $3,000+ for the range because of rarity and collector demand. So what hurts your value? This is where buyers, you could lose some money. Sellers as well. Refinished heads, unless done by Scotty's custom shop or another reputable place. If not, the collector value drops. The heavy chatter, top line dings, blades show everything. Missing head covers, you're losing about 10 to 20% of the resale value. aftermarket shafts, or weird grip swaps, buyers want stock, not something that you just personally liked. The other is poor stamping, a fake indicator. Have a video about that. Check it out. Authenticity matters. What hurts value? These are some common things you can look at. Heavy cosmetic wear, dings and scratches, refinishes or repainted heads can kill collector value. The missing head cover accessories, uncommon or unattractive grips, not original shaft changes or modifications. This is an interesting one. Center shaft. Sometimes hacked or custom mods that aren't very tasteful or tour related. Buyers seeking value for play may accept some cosmetic flaws, but collectors and resellers price heavily around originality and condition. So what are some of the most popular models and going rates? Right now, here's what moves consistently. Newport 2, fastest resale, $250 to $350 used. The Newport standard blade, $220 to $300, slightly softer than the 2. Super Select Newport or Newport 2, $300 to $375, still holding its value well. The Phantom X, the 5, the 7, the 9, in a range of $260 to $340. There's still a steady demand. These mallets, the Studio Style, the California, these are a little bit lower, but great putters, $180 to $280. Some of the best undervalued options. Some things to note, most standard Scotty Camerons in good condition are worth between $250 and $350. If someone is asking $450 for a normal Newport 2 with wear and no head cover, that's not market value. If you want help authenticating a putter before you buy it, definitely check out this channel, The Putter's Caddy. And if you don't want to overpay for your Scotty, definitely subscribe, like, and watch some of the other videos. All right, so let's get into some other models. The 97 to 2001 Tellurium Ti3, a very high collector. Used value, $400 to $800. It's condition dependent, of course. But why? It's the insert tech, that Tellurium copper looking insert. The Tiger Woods magic. He used it to win the Masters. Nostalgia premium. The risk, the insert wear. Original finish examples command strong premiums on these. Number 2, Pro Platinum Newport 2, early 2000s. Collector tier, medium, used values about $275 to $400. And why? Classic milled fill, pre-select era, clean satin finish. I'll show you a few I have. The market reality, it's steady but not explosive. Number 3, the Studio Select Newport 2, 2008 to 2015. Collector tier, moderate. Used value, $225 to $325. Why? Mass production numbers. The interchangeable weights, extremely liquid. And just something to know, for a collector, this is pretty common. It's stable but not rare. The Special Select, 2020 to 2022. Collector tier, strong player demand. Used value, $275 to $350. Why? Solid, beautiful, precise milling, clean, minimalist branding, strong, modern gamer reputation. 5, Super Select, 2023 to present. Collector tier, it's a new market. Used value, $280 to $360. Why? Latest release cycle, retail new price is still high. Resale compression, it's not complete yet. I'd expect mild softening as newer generations release on these, but this is just my opinion. So now we get into the Tour and Circle T Newport 2. Entirely separate market. Price, $2,000 to $6,000 and then some. You're looking at stamp configuration, GSS materials, who's used it, the story behind it, the condition. And just remember, if you're a collector, authenticity matters and is critical. So from a collector perspective, the Newport Tail resale value has remained strong, and it comes from consistent demand across all the different decades. The Tour Association, certain PGA players using it, the timeless shape of that blade, and the high liquidity around these. But here's the truth. The retail Newport 2 models are not that rare. The condition and originality separate the value, but not just the name. So once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you know someone, a family, friend that's looking to get into the Scotty market as a collector or just purchasing their first Scotty, please have them check out my channel. We'll have a lot of good videos in the library you can check out as well on different models. We're starting from the oldest 90s to the present, and we'll be going into some pretty meticulous things of doing measurements, magnet tests, weights, just to help you feel confident in your purchases. So thanks again. And as always, I want to hear from you. Leave in the comments, tell me about the one putter you regret selling. And unfortunately, tell me about the time you got scammed and you purchased a fake. Anyways, until next time.